Hi. In the 2022 edition of the HCL International Bridge Tournament, one of the highest prize money tournaments in the world bridge calendar, I was the editor of the daily bulletins. On one of the days, apart from the official photographers, there also was a video team at the venue. They asked me if I wanted to avail of that facility. I took that as a good opportunity to record the thoughts of some prominent bridge players and officials. There was a limited window, both in terms of availability of players, many being busy in play, and resources, time, space, mics, cameras, and so on. However, I managed to interview 5 players officials. It took a good deal of time, weeks in fact, for me to get, check, and process the big video files on my laptop. Finally, this week, I was able to produce a satisfactory output. The 5 players were Hema Devra, Vice President of the Bridge Federation of India, Pooja Batra, Joint Secretary of the BFI, and the Chairwoman of Finance Committee, Subhash Gupta Guruji, a Grandmaster and a double international, having represented both Canada and India in various international tournaments, K. Venkatraman, Dadi Venki, a Grandmaster who has represented India on many occasions, and Dr. Walia, 92 years young. These were the 5 players we filmed. Dr. Walia has lived and played serious bridge in many countries. He was an organizer, a director, a capable scorer when the computers were not in use, and a teacher in the 1960s and later on. Most importantly, he is an analyst with a sharp mind and an excellent bridge player. As the year 2022 comes to an end, let us pay attention to the thoughts of these 5 experts. That will give us a good idea as to where the bridge is headed in 2023 and what more needs to be done to popularize the game. The videos themselves, as they appear here, begin directly with a question and end with an answer. So, let me take this opportunity to yet again thank each of these players who made themselves available on a busy semi-final day. I hope you enjoy the videos. Are you satisfied with the bidding methods that are in common use today? Are there any groups that are developing and playing new systems, new methods like there were in the 70s and 80s?
Bridge method for average player they're very complicated, but at the top level, yes, lot of new ideas have come up, and I think most of the work has come out of Italy and Netherlands, and those methods are being followed. Some of those methods are being followed in India also. I wouldn't say they're as good as what came out in 70s and 80s. People, at that time, people were different. They loved the game of bridge, they played cards very well. But today, it's become so scientific, it's very hard for average people to even go up following those methods. But the people who are committed, especially the professional players, they have developed a lot of new methods, and they can pinpoint exactly how many high cards partner has, what distribution partner has, and which is good at the top level.
In the 70s and 80s, we kind of had explosion of systems, power precision, super precision,
yes.
Or even the Helge methods and such things.
Yes.
But last 15-20 years, we haven't seen a categorically sort of a step change in what people do. What would you say about that?
I guess there's so much saturation because so many new methods they are identified, and how much more they can improve.
Whether we are placing too much emphasis on law, ethics and propriety and too little on fun, frolic and excitement, What is your view on that?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. There's too much pressure, proprietary, ethics, and people are not really enjoying their game. And you can see the people after a long match when they come out, they seem to be so much stress, so much strain on their faces. So it takes a lot of toll. And it's unfortunate the fun part has sort of disappeared.
When they changed the VP scale
Yes.
to have those 2 digits after decimal,
Yeah.
I really thought we are going too far. What is your view on that?
Yeah, that scale I do not like for the intermediate and lower level. At the top level, yes, you can use that because every tick means a lot. At the top level, the difference is so minuscule that every fraction of a victory point can make a difference.
Okay.
But the intermediate and lower level, they should stick to, I think, 30 VP scale that they used to play, and these fractions should not be there.
So continuing from that answer of yours,
Yeah.
when you look at the British systems policy, it is the most restrictive at the lowest level and least restrictive at the highest level where the international championships are played. Do you believe that making it much less restrictive at the lower level where young people play would get more young people to the game?
Yeah, that's where I really like what American Contract Bridge League does for the lower ranked players. They don't allow them to play very complicated methods. There's not too many alerts at the table. But I think the whole world should follow those methods at the lower level.
If I said that bridge is finishing out people with limited means, what would be your reaction?
Yeah, which is very true. It's not a cheap hobby anymore. Every tournament people go to, it costs a lot of money, and if they don't have any kind of a sponsorship, they cannot. Many people cannot afford to go traveling, hotel, entry fee, food, all these things. They add up. So unless we get some kind of a corporate support or support from the government or support from the Bridge Federation, game is going to take a toll.
So what is your general prognosis for the game? Will the game get more following in the future, or?
See, the younger generation today, they've got so many more options. I would like them to come into bridge, but they, like I said, they don't have too many attractions. Plus, young people, when they come into play bridge, especially in country like India today, they look around and average age like 60 plus.
Yes.
So they don't get turned on by them.
Yes.
So how to attract these young people? I think corporates have to make it mandatory when they, supposing we are hiring some fresh graduates, if they make it if you have any bridge background, if you play bridge, then you get some additional bonus point in your interview. That may help, that may encourage youngsters to take it up. Right now they have no really encouragement to play bridge. Age-wise, and there are so many other options which are more fun, more financially more lucrative. Bridge doesn't offer that much.
Doesn't offer that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
We are doing pretty well to promote the game of bridge, but I would like, now we are going to make more effort to go into schools, and hopefully the young children will come up. In fact, last 2-3 years, some youngsters have come up, and they just gone to World Championship, they won medal also. And winning a medal does encourage people.
Yes.
Like we remember Vishwanath Anand in chess,
Yes.
when he won the world title and he won so many major tournaments, it encouraged youngsters. And today we have so many grandmasters in chess in India.
Yes.
Something like that, we need a trigger to encourage youngsters in bridge world. And there is no doubt Indians in general have a better brain, logical brain, analytical brain. So if they take it up, they will do very well. So let's hope children from the younger generation, they take it up, and the only way that will happen if the senior people go out and they win some medals for India.
Okay.
put them on the map, and then youngster will think, oh, there is such a thing where you're winning medals at the world level.